What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Rippin' Lips, where the tug is a drug. Today I'm going to take a turn in a different direction, and I'm going to actually do an instructional video on how to bake a southern pecan pie. I got a recipe from my mom after she passed away. I found it at her house in a small tin box, and that recipe has been perfected over the years. That was 2006, and since then I've practiced and tweaked a few things here and there and come up with the perfect combination of love and effort, and the outcome has been received in a very positive way. Most of the folks that have tasted it and eaten it really enjoy it. Make it for every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, and people at my work crave it. They tell me that they really love it and can't wait for me to bring it back again. So I know this is a fishing blog and website or channel rather, but I plan on doing a couple of things on cooking because it's part of the southern upbringing that I had. I grew up in New Orleans, Louisiana. If you guys hadn't figured it out by my Saints gear, and we beat the Jets today. Looked really good, so who dat? I know it's a terrible team that we played, but we'll take a win when we can get one based on our previous 4 years of suffering since Breeze retired. So anyway, we'll get into the techniques, the recipes, all the supplies and the things, ingredients that you need to make it happen. Very easy recipe to work with. Involves eggs, karo syrup. I use lite in my case. Sugar, butter, a little bit of vanilla extract, a pinch of salt, and a deep dish frozen pie crust. If you're really enthusiastic and you want to make your own crust, by all means go for it, but it takes more time for that, and this is a quick and easy way to do it. So let's get into it, guys. If you have not had a chance to subscribe, please do so and support my new channel. Appreciate you guys. Hope to see you out on the water sometime soon. Who dat, and Merry Christmas. Alright people, welcome to Rippin' Lips, where the tug is a drug. As I mentioned in my description, we're going to be learning how to bake the perfect pecan pie from my mother, Elizabeth Hoffman. And I'm doing a double batch today for 2 pies, which is going to take 6 eggs, 2 cups of karo syrup. You can use light or dark. I use light for mine. That's what I've used the entire time I've made this recipe. It's preference, I guess. I don't know how it would be with the dark. I've yet to do it with the dark one. I imagine can't taste that much different. And it looks like I don't have enough for 2 cups. I'm going to go get another bottle here. I'll let that one roll. Alright folks, and as mentioned, this is a 2 pie batch, so I've doubled the ingredients. So it is going to be 1 teaspoon of salt, 2/3 of a cup of melted butter, I put in a dash of vanilla extract. This is optional. I've just been experimenting with it lately and it turned out pretty doggone good. 2 cups of karo syrup. Again, I use the light. You can use the dark. The recipe that my mother had showed both as an option. And then 1 1/3 cups of sugar. Alright, there's the other 1/3 of a cup. Put in salt. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and blend this with a mixer. not to over mix. We're just looking to get the yolks and everything kind of blended together as one well mixed together blend. We're not looking to make a meringue. If you over mix, it will do that. So you just try to get everything combined, and right when you get that done, you have to stop. Hang those beaters over there so you don't make a big mess. And then you're going to go with 2 cups of pecan halves, okay? Now you can be a little more liberal if you would like with the pecans. The recipe calls for 2 cups. You're welcome to go a little bit more if you'd like. Now here is what I have kind of done myself. Really the recipe doesn't specify. It just says to add them. I pour them into the mix, and then I blend them to coat them with the pecan pie base. And that really almost caramelizes the pecans once they're baked. Right. Next, we're going to add this delicious mix to my 2 deep dish pie crusts. Make sure that you use deep dish pie crusts. This recipe is for those only. If you get the regular ones, it's going to be too much mix. And then as I'm pouring it in, I'll blend them again so that all the pecans kind of mix uniformly in there. And I'll just pour it on in. And then I'll go to the other one. Do a little there. Kind of see where we land in terms of the amount of liquid to pecan ratio. And you don't want to overfill it because it will bake and rise as you're cooking it. And earlier I may have misspoken. I mentioned 400. I would go with 385. Okay? Do not go 400. It will burn the pecans into your pie. It may smell like it's charring either way, but that is actually expected and normal. A little bit of smoke is okay. Remember, you're cooking sugar basically here, so put on your crust protectors that you can use. These guys I bought, I'm pretty sure my wife got for me on Amazon, or you can make your own out of upside down used pie tins. Just cut the edge off of this and flip it over. It is a little more positionally sensitive. If you bump the pie when you're putting it in there, you gotta sit it on top. Okay, that is your prepped and ready to go pies. Again, 385 for 1 hour. Do not worry if it starts to smell as though it's burning. It is not. This is your finished product and what it looks like. And it is a little dark on the top, but trust me when I tell you, it's delicious.